and listeners at home. Welcome to your talent program. Welcome to ABN TV Newspaper Review. Here with me, I have the Punch newspaper and I have the Vanguard newspaper. Firstly, we are going to feature into the Punch newspaper. Ekiti's parents reject age restriction on varsity admissions. Concerned parents in Ekiti State, under the aegis of coalitions of concerned parents, students and stakeholders, have appealed to the federal government to reverse the age restriction policy for those seeking admission late tertiary institution. The concerned parents made the coalitions known in a letter signed by Adeniran Samuel and Omotayo Omokoyode, made available to journalists in Ado-Ekiti on Sunday. In the letter addressed to the Ministers of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, they held that the policy has deeply affected the futures of young Nigerians, and they appeal to the ministers to cause a waiver for all qualified students who pass joint admission and matriculation board examination in 2025, regardless of age. JAMB has beyond implementation of policy stipulating that only candidates who are 16 years old by August 2025 will be admitted to tertiary institutions. And recall that a prayer group, the Movement Against Law Injustice and Comprising Concerned Parents, recently protested at JAMB office in Lagos and the Ministry of Education, and describing the age limit policy in Nigeria as unconstitutionally and should be discarded forthwith. Ekiti's parents reject age restrictions on varsity admissions. The full details of these stories inside the Punch paper for today. Another story here with me in the Punch paper for today. 2027, APC opposition lists expectation for next INEC chairman. As the 2027 general elections approaches, the All Progressive Congress, People Democracy Party, and African Democratic Congress have outlined key expectations for the incoming chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, and emphasizing that credibility, neutrality, and commitment to the democracy principles in an exclusive interview with the Punch. The APC urged the incoming INEC chairman to guarantee a fair and equal opportunity for all political parties, while the PDP emphasized the need for the commissions to remain neutral and autonomous. On its part, the ADC warned that failure to conduct credible elections under the new leadership could pose a threat to the country and democratic stability. The current INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, is set to complete his tenure by November 2027, and APC opposition lists expectation for next chairman, INEC chairman. The full details of these stories inside the Punch paper today. Another story here with me in the Punch paper today. Lagos produces 6,500 tons of organic waste daily. The managing directors of the Lagos Waste Management Authority, Dr. Muyiwa Gbadegeshin, has said nearly half of the 13,000 tons of waste generated daily in Lagos was organic, and adding that roughly 6,500 tons poses a serious environmental risk. He noted this at the unveiling of a new organic waste management initiatives aimed at causing monsoon emissions, boosting recycling, and supporting the state's climate actions goals. The initiative launched in a collaboration with Programming Limited and was announced at the Stakeholders Forum in Lagos recently. Gbadegeshin said, sorting organic waste at source is critical to achieving the clean Lagos of our dreams. When sent to landfills, this waste generates methane, a greenhouse gas more harmful than coal. He noted that the initiative was a practical response to the governor's CPO 28 pledge to reduce methane emissions and advance Lagos' role in the global fight against climate change. The learner boss noted that the number
Discover the uniqueness in the entertainment industry. African Broadcasting Network (ABN) is now the pace setter in the industry. Do you want to advertise your product and services? Count on us. We will do it much more than your expectations. African Broadcasting Network (ABN) will deliver quick and prompt services. Our quality and clarity stands us out when it comes to delivering quality broadcasting. Our staffs are hardworking and versatile in the specific field of office. Our environment is so conducive and we are open to all. We also give advice on how to run your business profitably. African Broadcasting Network is situated at
9894 Eastern Street, Suite 875, Houston, Texas 77036.
Contact phone 281-652-8396 and
832-490-8203.
Website www.abntvnetwork.com. ABN celebrates
comments, and make sure you subscribe and click on ABN TV Nigeria as well. And to the second edition of this program, the Tribune newspaper. Energy Group laud NUPRC for restoration for OSUN confidence in Nigeria. The Energy Governance Alliance Coalition advocates transparency and reforms in Nigeria's oil and gas industry has commended the Nigeria Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission and its chief executive, Engineer Gbenga Komolafe, for restoring investors' confidence in the country's petroleum sector and describing it as one of the early fruits of the Petroleum Industry Act and the reform agenda of President Bola Tinubu. In a statement on Sunday by the executive directors, Dr. Kafi Sotede Williams said, before the current administration and the present leadership at NUPRC, the environment for international investors in the oil and gas sectors was increasingly hostile. He noted that the climate of uncertainty, aggravated by regulatory bottlenecks, policy inconsistencies, and frequent disputes with host committees, forced many international oil companies to scale back or direct, leading to a sharp decline in sector's confidence. Energy Group lauded NUPRC for restorations of IOC confidence in Nigeria. The full set of these stories inside the Tribune newspaper for today. Another story here with me in the Tribune newspaper for today, which is the last story here with me. 2027 ex-presidential aspirant urges Nigeria to end bad leadership with votes. Former presidential aspirants under the Labour Party, Fadausi Olawadare Joseph, has urged Nigeria to take decisive action through the ballot to usher a new generation of leaders and rescue the nation from years of poor governance. In a statement, he personally signed as the leaders of rescue movements for a new Nigeria, also known as citizen embracing change and choosing leaders who prioritize the national interest over personal gain. He lamented that Nigeria is richly blessed with resources and talented citizens, yet areas such as politics, governance, sports, and healthcare. 2027 ex-presidential aspirants urges Nigeria to end bad leadership with votes. The full set of these stories inside the Tribune newspaper for today. And if you'd like to follow us live and direct on our website page, you can follow, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe. And click on ABN TV Houston. Likewise, on our YouTube, you can follow us on ABN TV Nigeria as well. And on our Twitter, make sure you like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe. And click on ABN TV Houston as well. And lastly, on our Instagram, you can follow us on ABN.